In this Spire guidance, we're going to explore Spire project outputs and a new framework for increased impact. Spire Public-Private Partnership has been an effective platform for bringing together industry and stakeholders from process sectors across the EU on common topics. This community is keen to learn from Spire projects about the ways to improve the sustainability of industry through resource and energy efficiency innovations. The first Spire calls were in 2014, and in the early years it was more straightforward for stakeholders to keep track of projects, their results and outputs. The success of Spire has resulted in over 100 projects being funded to date. As the number of projects increases, so does the challenge for stakeholders to know what outputs could be of use to them. To help address this issue, we've developed a new framework on the Spire website for project outputs. Here you can either browse, search freely, or narrow the field with category filters to find resources of potential use. This example is searching for any educational materials related to heat recovery and results in open access technology focus reports from the EPOS project. The summary gives an overview of the report's contents and other useful information, like which sector it's relevant to. The question is, what outputs? Which resources should have a project output summary? The logical place to start might be at the top, with an overall description of your project objectives and structure. But no, this can stay on your project website. We need to go a step down to your key exploitable results. These are the main things the project is developing. Things like technology, equipment, software, methodologies. They're already likely to be at the centre of dissemination and exploitation activities, and you might also have been asked about them for things like the Innovation Radar, the annual Spire questionnaire, and hopefully you've got them listed in your exploitation plan. The next level down of things for which you might want to make a project output summary are deliverables, but only selected ones. Many project deliverables are of use to those in the Spire community, and indeed to the process industries more broadly, but we suggest you concentrate on those that have shown some learning, rather than those that have mainly been prepared for project management purposes, such as your data management plan. Now, level 3, other resources. Projects produce a lot more useful resources than just deliverables. Recent calls have even obliged projects to address education and training. Other resources may include things like photos of demonstrated technology, surveys, explanatory media, articles, maps, and much else besides. And remember, the more adaptable and flexible the format of these resources, the more likely it is that your stakeholders will find them useful and they will produce greater impact. Putting this all together, project output summaries allow stakeholders interested in innovation in the process industries to browse and search through these valuable resources without having to go to each individual project website. A step-by-step guide is also available for creating Spire project output summaries with tips on things like how to save time by creating project-specific templates. Thanks for listening. This guidance was brought to you by the Spring Project.